Woke up with the window open, sun on my floorboards, mind wide open. I left the doubt by the door, or didn't need it anymore. Pulled on my shoes, hit the pavement, heart in my chest, I could feel it saying, girl, don't wait for a sign. You got this life, it's mine, it's mine. So I'm running toward the spark, even if it starts small. One brave step, then I give it all. Another rail, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another rail, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away. I called my friends from the corner store, said, come on down, there's room for more. We danced in the kitchen light, laughing loud on a Friday night. And if the road gets a little wild, I keep that green, keep that inner child. I know my name, I know my song, I've been growing all alone. So I'm running toward the spark, even if it starts small. One brave step, then I give it all. Another round, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another round, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away. If you fall, get up singing. If you doubt, keep on dreaming. The best part's still ahead, right where your heart said. Another rail, another day. Love is life, let it play. Be happy, breathe it in. Live your dreams, let them begin. Another rail, another spark. Keep it bright, keep it hard. Love this life, let it stay. Be happy, shine away.
Well. Hi, everybody. Hi, how's it going? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Good to see you all. Hit the thumbs up button for me as you're coming in the door. Oh, I see we've got good news. Hi, everyone. Come on in. Welcome. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Yay. Hi, everyone. Aw, thank you, Dolly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Peggy. Welcome. Good to see you all. Hi, Dawn. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. It's not intentional. I might have missed people along the way. I'm just kind of skipping over the chat. There you go. Hello, Susie. Good to see you all. Hope you all had a good weekend. We had a beautiful weekend. I see some of you have watched the video I did yesterday. Please go and watch the video we did yesterday. Savvy and I went on an incredible adventure yesterday. It was so much fun. So much fun. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your love and support. You all mean the world to me. You know that. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. The number one thing, like people always ask me, what can I do to help Tara? Like, to be honest, there's two things you could do. The number one thing you could do is become a member, or if you're able to, please gift memberships to others that aren't able to become a member. I usually do things for my members on the weekends, so please share the fun and the love if you're able to. That is the greatest way to help me out. The second way to help me out is become a customer. Buy my products. I have the most beautiful products, and I want you all to experience them. So thank you so much. And who won the dance competition? Well, Susie Pie, Susie Spears, Susie Girl. Susie won the dance competition. She did such a good job. So I will be implementing her into my intro sometime this week. I'm going to adjust my intro video and put her in it. She did a fantastic video. She's dancing and just giving her and showing off all my products and stuff. Oh, you did such a good job, Susie. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, what are we going to do today? We are going to cover Nancy Guthrie today. It seems like things are starting to, well, I don't know. I always say that, but it seems like things are starting to move along in Nancy's case. But before we proceed, we have some good news here. Let me scroll up. Let them. Where are you? Oh, there you go. You're very, very welcome. I am so glad you found it. I'm so glad you found it. Thank you so much for telling me this good news. I'm so glad. So it was right in the garden? It was right in the dirt? Oh. Let Them came to me, I don't know when it was now. I guess like 2 weeks ago. She lost her mother's ring when she was gardening, and she found it. Congratulations on finding it. That's fantastic. I love that type of stuff. I love that. That's why I do what I do. I love it. I helped another lady find her husband's wedding ring. Her husband had passed, and she was devastated. She couldn't find his wedding ring. And I think it was her kitchen. It was a drawer in her kitchen, if I remember right. I was like, you need to check the drawer in your kitchen. And she found it like 2 days later. I love that. Hi, Holly. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so before we get started on this Nancy stuff, I'm going to do something that I have never done before on my channel, and I have a bit of an announcement to tell you guys. Hello, Cheese and Wine in the Suitcase. Love your name so much. I have a little bit of an announcement, and it's the only time that I'm actually going to ask you guys for help. You guys know I've never done this before. I think I asked for help once before with something. Ready? You ready? So I have a trip planned. I'm going on a trip at probably the end of September to October. And it's a trip you've all been wanting me to do for a long, long time. And I'm not going to say where it is. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going until I get there. Like, for multiple reasons. Safety factors, that type of thing. But it's a definite 100% now that I intend on going. And I do need all your help. I really do. So if any of you are able to please help me out, send me a PayPal. Send me a PayPal would be fantastic. And I'm gonna just put all the funds in a savings account and hold on to it. Well, when are we here? We're July, August. I should probably buy my ticket at like maybe I think I'd be safe if I buy my ticket at the end of August, I would say. So I need a ticket and I need to pay for lodging. And it's not Arizona. That's all I'm saying. It's not Arizona. I'm praying that they're going to have Nancy found before that. If not, then yeah, I will consider Arizona. But right now, something is more on my radar, I guess you would say. So if anybody is able to help, and you guys know me, I'm honest, I will be straight up with you. I'm going, when the trip happens, I will be releasing to all of you that have donated every single receipt. Okay. You will get every single accounting receipt of everything I buy. Okay. So yeah. And I'm not going to tell you where. You can guess all you want. I'm not telling you. I could be going to Australia for all you know. You don't know. Not telling you. So yeah. It's something that's needed, and I've been meaning to do it for a long, 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 long time. And my husband's like, "Okay, do it." For the last while, he's been like, "Oh, I don't know if you should do that." Now he's flat out, "Do it." I'm like, "Okay." So yeah. So please keep that in mind if any of you are able to help, even if it's God, I never thought I would ever say this on my channel. Flat out, even if you're able to PayPal me like just $1, you know, it all adds up over time. And I've got all of July, all of August, most likely all of September. I plan on going end of September, early October. So I've got time to do it. And the other thing is, if you don't want to PayPal me, um, please just buy my products. Please help my store buy my products, and I will put a little bit of money aside from each sale to help with this. So yeah, yeah, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I have a very good feeling about something, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this. So thank you very much. So when I get the ticket, when I get everything, I will be sending you all. Well, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll send you all the receipts after the trip is done. I think that's probably the best way. I will keep an accounting of everything and send you all the receipts. So thank you so much. I hum and hawed over this all weekend. I'm like, should I say anything? I've talked to my mods about it. I'm like, should I keep my mouth shut or should I say something? So I'm saying something. And as for me filming and being like, I will be filming when I'm there, obviously, but I don't know if I'll be going live when I'm at this place or not. We'll find out when the time happens. I can't judge that ahead of time. Thank you. Yeah. Look at the box. Look at all the boxes I got. Oh. Yeah. It gives you hope. Yeah. It gives you hope. It gives you hope. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. You guys know I get this feeling. I get this feeling, and I know when I get this feeling I need to act on it. I haven't had this feeling, well, I'd say 2 years now since we found the last person in town here. So, I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." Thank you all so much for your love and support. You all mean so much to me. I don't normally ask anything of my channel members or people, so here we go. It's going to be worth it. All right, so you want to get started? Everybody, please put your headphones in, or if you're sitting there watching TV, get yourself a cup of tea, sit down and get comfy. We're going to go over everything that's been happening in the Nancy Guthrie case. I want to go over what TMZ has been saying about the ransom note, and then I want to go back and look at some stuff. I did do a new reading on Nancy. I haven't put it out yet because I don't even have it ready in reading form. But like I've got things that notes I've written down, and that's about it. Um, we're on Monday. I think I did it on Thursday. I can't remember exactly. Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday last week. Anyways, I am getting completely mind-blowing information that is confirming some stuff that I was getting originally in Nancy's readings. So, you guys know I've always said there's 2 men and a woman involved. There could possibly be 3 men and a woman involved. Well, I'm flat out getting I don't know how to say it. I'm flat out getting a relative. I've been kind of skating around the topic the whole time, all this time. I've been kind of like, I'm not going to even come out and say their name. If you guys figure out what I'm saying, it's a woman and it's a relative. I actually flat out got their name in my reading on last week. And a couple months ago in my reading, I was getting sibling rivalry. You guys know that I told you about, like, I was getting sibling rivalry. Like, one sibling believes that the other sibling that's on TV is the like the princess. Like, there's problems there, relationship problems. Thank you very much for your super chat, Teresa. I appreciate you very much. I hope you're doing well, hun. Teresa's been on my channel for years. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. So that's what I'm getting at, like sibling competition, rivalry. Okay, and then last week I actually got the name and female. Figure out what I'm saying here. So that kind of like brought me attention. I'm like made me stand up at attention. Like, okay, now as far as location is concerned, I am flat out getting there are several locations. I hate these cases where there's several locations because we know what's happened. I don't want to explain why there will be several locations. So I did get a location last week again. So that's really good news. That's good. That's good. That means I'm getting the same area again in my readings. As for what to do about it, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'm just waiting and seeing if anything happens in the news soon. Like, if anything breaks soon, I'm hoping something happens. If not, then not sure what to do about it. I'm not sure who to find. I need to find someone to go and look at this place for me. I don't want to go with the regular people that are in YouTube that are in Tucson right now. They're all over YouTube. I just don't, I think the only ones that there's a couple that I would trust to go and look. So I guess I will reach out to them and see if they will. The area is in Arizona, but it's different. It's totally different than where I was saying. It's actually northwest Arizona, northwest. So I would need somebody that is like up northern Arizona, say Phoenix and up, that lives there, that wants to go for a drive. Please go and drive. But the problem is I am getting, yes, she's in water, and they might, like, even if they go look, they might not be able to see anything, unfortunately. The area I'm getting is water, and it's very, very deep. So I'm not sure what to do about this. I'm hoping, I don't know. All I can do is keep praying that there's something we can do. But I'm getting there's multiple areas. And I've actually shown this area to you guys on Google Earth before. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you, honey. I need someone low key. Yeah, I don't want a YouTuber doing it. I want somebody low key to please go and look for me. Flat out. I don't want it published all over YouTube. It needs to be quiet. So I want somebody that's local, that lives up in Phoenix area. Staff, if you're watching, staff grabber, if you're able to help, or if you know anyone that'd be interested in helping, please let me know. And I don't want a YouTuber to do it. Flat out. I need someone that's not going to be live streaming it just in case they come across something. That's how serious I think this is. You guys all know that when I believe I actually have a location, I'm not going to tell you shit. Like, I'm not going to tell you shit. Like, if I think I'm actually really, really on a location, instead of her being in the East, I'll tell you 3 states over, because the criminals could be watching me. So just know that, okay? So yeah, and that just a word of experience and advice to other psychics out there. If you're watching and you believe you have a location for Nancy, please don't put it on YouTube. Keep it quiet. Come on, you need to be professional. Please keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone on YouTube, because the suspects could be watching you. Okay. So yeah, plus it's just, yeah, like all the cases I've helped with, you guys know this. I've been told point blank by RCMP to keep my mouth shut. Like, as soon as, whenever you're helping a case, okay, like our family that is a missing loved one, as soon as a law enforcement agent is involved, you have to keep your mouth shut. Flat out. Fish finders, yeah, maybe. I guess I could tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting yeah, I guess I can say it. If the kidnappers were watching, they're probably going to shit their pants, and there's nothing they could do to go get the stuff. If I'm right, I'm getting a blue tote. You know those typical blue totes. I'm getting, there's a blue tote, and it's been wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped, and there's stuff in it to weigh it down, like rocks, boulders, something to weigh it down, and it's been thrown in the water. So yeah, thank you, Sherman. That I last week I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. Nico, yeah, Nico. I've never really seen it. Nico doesn't have a YouTube channel, right? Nico is the guy that Jim was going around with, correct? Am I right? I just need somebody that will take this seriously and not put it on all over the internet. Just in case. Oh, he's having shoulder surgery. Okay. 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 All right. Thank you, Cougar Chick. No, okay. He's in surgery as we speak. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, good luck to him. Sending in prayers. I hope he has quick healing and recovery on his surgery. So Nico doesn't have YouTube. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. He might be better in a couple weeks or so. In the meantime, if any of you are out there and you're watching and you live in, well, it's up to you, but if you live in Phoenix or above, please email me. I'm not kidding here. Please email me, and I will give you a place I need someone to go look at. Well, there's 2 of them. There's 2 places up there. North Phoenix. Fish finder. Yeah, a fish finder. If it's a tote, right? A fish finder would see something abnormal in the water. Nico just had surgery. Got it. Okay, thanks, Marianne. A blue tote. Yep. It could be either or, Holly. It could be evidence or remains. I can't decipher between the two, but it's something. It would show a square. Yeah, square. Or if somebody has an underwater drone, that would be the best, but so there you go. So that was the reading last week, and it's blown my mind. I'm still trying to decipher what I'm getting here, but I'm getting a sibling and a cousin. Sibling and a cousin. So not a niece, not Nancy's niece. I'm getting a cousin. So it'd be possibly a cousin of Savannah or a cousin of Nancy's cousins would be too old, right? So it would have to be a cousin of the kids. Yeah. So the stuff I've been watching on YouTube the last few days, I've been just kind of sitting here quietly going, huh, kind of blowing my mind a little bit. Uh, just one of those normal blue totes. They're kind of like a royal blue color. You know, the typical totes you get at Walmart. Royal blue, I'd say. And cousin, I don't know. I've been actually trying to find a cousin. Well, sleuth, I can mention it to him, but it probably won't happen. Come on. It probably won't happen, to be honest. A lot of these YouTubers, I'm sorry to say, they don't like you. They don't like psychics. Period. I just don't even want to try. It's just a pain in my ass to even try to get people to listen to me. So I need someone that's not a YouTuber, that's not in it for getting the views. I need just a regular citizen who is wanting to help. Yeah, exactly, Dolly. Trust me, I've been down the road 1,000 times. I've learned not to try to reach out with other YouTubers for help. Yeah, camera. Yeah. Yeah, let me just one sec. I'll just Google it. Yeah, there. Here, my loves. This is what I'm getting. That. Those. Something like that. Actually, I'm actually getting like the second one in. One of these. And I'm getting that it's sealed up somehow. Sealed up. And it's been thrown in the water and it's weighed down. It's being weighed down by something. Rocks possibly. Hi, Dr. Martha. Thank you very much. Yeah, Cajun Navy. Yeah, I've tried them as well. I've discussed things with Cajun Navy. Um, but unfortunately Cajun Navy is being shut down. They're being denied. So we let that go. There's nothing we can do about that. It's out of everybody's control, which sucks. Canadian Navy they do fantastic work. So yeah. Yeah, Sterilite tote. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Okay, so get your headphones in. You all ready to start watching some stuff? Yeah, it's hard to say. Hard to say because I know like the Cajun Navy. Yeah, I emailed with them back and forth, and it's too bad because they could be up and at 'em like really fast. And they got a whole team of people and equipment. So yeah. Does the family know? Hi, David. Does the family know what? Hi, Connie. Good to see you, hon. Okay, so we're going to start watching some stuff. I've got a whole bunch of tabs pulled up on my screen here. So we're going to start with this stuff that TMZ brought out. This is 7 hours ago, but it's not new. I think this came out yesterday or something about the ransom letter and the person saying that there is video. They actually have stuff on video. It's crazy. The cousin, male or female? I'm getting female in my readings. The last note where it almost, they're not apologizing, but there is that tone of apology. I think it's real. And I think I know who wrote it. Okay, so let's watch this stuff. All right, so we're doing fair use commentary. All video credit goes to TMZ. Please go and give them a like and subscribe to their channel if you've not done so already. Okay, let's see what they got going on here.
Another email from the man claiming that he knows who the kidnappers are in the Nancy Guthrie case, and he has given more detail than ever as to what information he will provide in return for.
Okay, so before we go here any farther, I firmly believe that this porch person is not a man. I think it's a woman. I think it's a woman, and they're wearing a fake mustache and a bit here. Those eyelashes, the eyelashes, they look like a woman to me. A woman wearing mascara.
As to what information he will provide in return for 1 Bitcoin.
And he's provided the kind of information. He's basically described where this information can be found if he gets this Bitcoin. And we've said this before. Every time we get another one of these
From the same guy.
from the same guy, and we always can authenticate it's the same guy because he's using the Bitcoin address, the same Bitcoin address.
See, I found this part interesting. So they're using the same Bitcoin address, so almost as a validation to prove who they are. So yeah. Does the cousin live in Tucson? I'm believing yes, they live in possibly, I don't know if it's Tucson. Yeah, Tucson, I'm pretty sure. Or actually Scottsdale. I'm getting Scottsdale. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was muted. That's a bad freaking habit of mine. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's keep going. Hi, Jackie.
Address, which we've never ever published anywhere. So
It is
that's the only place.
It is the same guy. So look, he says a bunch of things. We're going to give you the highlights. Number one, he says that I am not the idiot who recently called in a tip about her burial site in Mexico.
Yeah.
Only 2 are directly involved, and I doubt they would be the ones called.
I never did believe that she's buried in Mexico. I have not gotten Mexico once in any of my readings. And like if I sit down and I flat out just ask my guys, is she in Mexico? I'm flat out getting no. And I've been saying that since day one. Derek Kallela. Maybe. It's a maybe on him. It's a maybe because When I think of him, I get scammer. So he could be the scammer that's involved. You guys all know that I'm picking up a really, like, as these TMZ people, like a professional scammer. So when I get him, that's what I get, scammer.
Calling to snitch on themselves.
So his point being, those two people who are involved, they're not going to put that tip. They're the only ones who actually know where Nancy's body can be found.
So he's saying he is not the person who sent in that recent tip. However, I will tell you that several emails ago, he said that she was taken to Mexico. And he also said there were multiple kidnappers and a main kidnapper. Here, this is the first time he said the number 2.
Right.
So we now know there are 2 if he's to be believed at all. And believe me, we're going to get into that. So he says this. He says, I have a phone stashed in a secure location, guaranteeing both the information it stores and the safety of the phone. What it contains.
The secure location, if I was going to do a reading on it, immediately on the secure location, I've heard other channels say, oh, it's probably in a safety deposit box. I'm getting a storage unit. Flat out. That it's sitting in a storage unit in a box.
Is my definition of delivering on a silver platter. So he's saying he has a phone with information. He goes on to say that he says that there is, quote, a short video of the main guy with Nancy the day that was probably her last. And that's critical. I mean, he's now saying, I have a short video, and it will show you not just Nancy, but her main kidnapper. And
that's wild, eh? Like, these people, come on, if you're watching, please come forward and do the right thing. Do the right thing. Like, come on. How far north? It's roughly, I don't remember. I think we're roughly like 2 hours north of Phoenix and then west. We're California, Arizona border. Right, literally California, Arizona border.
And
that image is obviously priceless, especially to the FBI and especially to Savannah and her family.
Not priceless to him. He has a price, and the price is 1 Bitcoin. So he is saying.
The other thing that makes me believe that this is a woman is just where the pistol is. Flat out. The pistol. This is a female pistol holder. And they're not very from what I'm seeing, they're not very confident in it. Like, they keep holding it and checking it, and they're not confident that they're them wearing it. That's my opinion on it. But as for the mustache and the beard goatee part, I firmly believe that's fake. The eyes, you'll see why why I'm saying that. Yeah, guys don't want guns by their junk. Can you? Yeah, no. Annie has a storage building. Oh, maybe it might be. Might be. Good point there. Might be. Okay.
That if he gets 1 Bitcoin, he will lead authorities to where this phone is. It is currently, he says, turned off, that it is in a secure location, but in a place that is easy to access once you know where to look. And he will supply the password, and he is asking for 1 Bitcoin.
Now, what's also interesting is that he is clearly has been
easy to access once you know where to look. It's interesting. I think I've asked this before. None of us will know the answer to that. But did Nancy's house have an attic? Or like a It must have had an attic. Hi, hello, JS. It looks to me they are wearing a mask if you look super closely at their eyes. Yep.
Keeping up on the news is responding because we talked about it this week. But he says that these kidnappers are onto him, that he has basically been on the run from them. And he's very much concerned for his own safety at this point.
So, look, we have obviously forwarded this like we did the others to the FBI, and they have acknowledged receiving it, and they are looking into it. I spoke with somebody from the FBI a couple of days ago who said, and this really surprised me because they had gone radio silent on us about this guy for about a month, but they called me back a couple of days ago and said that they had a lead on who this person might be and that they did not want us to do a documentary or...
Okay, this here, look at this. I think a lot of you have probably have seen this. Look at this is security camera on this little laptop here. See it? At least it sure looks like a security camera of her front door, possibly. So if they have the camera running, you know, just on the kitchen counter, monitoring, that would possibly mean that they were already concerned about something ahead of time. You know, worried about safety a bit already ahead of time.
or anything like that, because we had even offered, look, maybe we'll pay the Bitcoin, do a documentary, see where it leads, and obviously work with you. They told us, stand down. We're working on that
We're
right
working
now.
on it, and that they felt that they were getting closer to this person.
So, look, it is really confusing because on the one hand, they seem to have spent a lot of time trying to find this person. On the other hand, a Bitcoin is worth about $60,000.
I think less than that now.
My reading on the FBI and all that, I believe they know who it is. I believe they know. They're possibly waiting for the DNA to come in so they can legally have what is that saying? Oh, that term. Just cause to do stuff. I really believe they know who it is.
Now, but yeah,
A little less.
Yeah.
And so why not roll the dice? And so we put a social media post out because he seems to be...
And you know what? My readings also have been telling me I think Savannah knows too. I really do. I think Savannah knows. And I think, this is my opinion, this is my readings, I believe she knows who's done it. And all it's done is it has absolutely tripled her grief and devastation. I totally believe that.
Watching all this stuff and said, look, we don't know if you're a fraudster or not. Give us something, a screen grab of Nancy Guthrie.
and this is how you know that he is watching all of this, because within an hour of that post going up on social media, he sent another email explaining that he is not going to do that. And the reason he's not going to do that, send a screen grab or take any photo, said, I don't want to go to the phone. If I turn it on and I take a photo, or there's metadata that comes along with that photo. If I give you a screen grab of the image that's actually on the phone, there's metadata that's involved there. So anything that I send you like that can be traced.
So we don't know. I mean, look, we don't know. The thing is, we can't get in touch with this guy directly. His emails don't work. And I know that the FBI has tried as well. And as far as we know, they've not been able to crack that. So it would seem that if the FBI really wanted to pay that, the only way they can do it is if they called us and said, look, or...
Well, no, they could put, they have the Bitcoin
They have the
address.
Bitcoin, well, they have the Bitcoin
They have the
because he gave
Bitcoin
us a new Bitcoin
Okay.
address,
Yes.
but we sent him the email with.
Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. We know what the rest of that says. Okay, now we're going to go back in time a little bit and look at some of the stuff. I want to look at the video again of the family talking about one of the ransom notes, etc. And please pay attention to body language as we watch this stuff coming up. Hi, where are you? Where are you? Hi, Cal. Hi, Torito. Grabbing dinner. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so next. So pay attention to body language on the next stuff we start watching here. This is where just pay attention, and I don't need to even explain anything to you. Just pay attention to the body language here. Hello. Something is off. And I've been saying that since day one. Something is off here.
And we understand. We beg you now to return our mother
Compared to the other two, something is not right.
to us so that we can celebrate.
More breaking news tonight. Savannah Guthrie pleading for her mother's safe return nearly 1 week after she was last seen. The Today Show co-anchor and her siblings spoke directly to Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. And breaking just within the last hour, deputies were seen leaving the home of Savannah's sister, Annie Guthrie. Video shows investigators carrying out boxes. No word on why. Sister Annie Guthrie. Just within the last hour, deputies were seen leaving the home of Savannah's sister, Annie Guthrie. Video shows investigators carrying out boxes. No word on why they were there, but at least 3 deputies spent several hours inside the home before leaving.
Carrying out boxes. There you go.
This all happens as investigators look into a new note about Nancy sent to a local television station in Arizona. I'm Liz Nagy. Jory Rand is off tonight. The family says they will pay for their 84-year-old mother's safe return. Eyewitness News reporter Carly Gomez is live following the very latest developments tonight. Carly?
Yeah, good evening, Liz. In a new Instagram post, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings are addressing a new message sent to a local television station in Tucson. The details of
So
that
it's all
message
about
are
body
unclear, but
language.
they say they are willing to pay for the safe return of their 84-year-old mother.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her.
It's now been 1 week since Nancy Guthrie disappeared from her home in Tucson.
Something's
Since
not
then,
right.
investigators have been retracing their steps, towing a car, inspecting cameras, and going door to door in the neighborhood. The first ransom note created deadlines with consequences if not met. The first deadline was Thursday.
So they did have a doggo there the first few days. See, there was a doggo there.
Savannah's brother Cameron asking to communicate with the kidnappers.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you.
After that plea, another note.
We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you
After that
directly. We need you to reach out.
He's wearing a Saguaro National Park hat. I don't suspect him at all, but Saguaro National Park is one of my hot spots. I think it's a landmark for me, but I don't suspect him. I never have.
And we need a way to communicate with you.
After that plea, another note was received by a local news station. KOLD said it contains something the senders seem to think will prove to investigators they're the same people who sent the first note. The one that mentioned Nancy Guthrie's Apple Watch and possible damage at her home. They demanded Bitcoin and included 2 deadlines.
If the ransom note talks about specific things,
Included 2 deadlines.
if
That's not Nancy's doorway. Okay, so that's them just going to other people's doors, okay. Hi, Patriot Pride. How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so let's keep going.
The ransom note talks about specific things in the house, like things broken, things moved, cameras removed or smashed, whatever it might be. If that's the case, they're going to go back and double check they've got to see if it matches what the bad guys are telling them.
Investigators are looking into a vehicle of interest after receiving a tip. A Tucson Circle K told ABC News law enforcement reviewed their video surveillance at one of their stores. The 84-year-old Guthrie relies on a pacemaker and medication to survive. The Guthries are begging for their mother's return as the second ransom deadline is in just 2 days.
Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest. We will not rest. You're everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again.
Now, the
Hi, Supra.
investigation is expanding to neighboring cities. Now, billboards are being put up now in Phoenix, El Paso, and here in Los Angeles. Reporting live, Carly Gomez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Carly, thank you. Let's take a look now at the timeline of this case. Nancy Guthrie was last seen near her home last Saturday evening after...
Okay. Next. This, what we're about to watch, I don't explain it to you guys. This explains everything to me. Watching this, just watch the body language, watch the walking, watch the feet, and something that really hit me today, look at the shoes, okay? We've all been looking at shoes on the males. Look at the shoes on a female here, and know that when it's on CCTV, the color is reversed, okay? So we got black shoes and white tread. Well, on the camera, it's going to be reversed. I noticed that today, and I was like, oh my God, it kind of shocked me for a minute. I didn't notice it before. So it's all about body language, and something's not right here. Something is really, really not right. I'm not trying to be a bitch or nothing. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to be rude or a bitch or anything. But this one sibling that's standing there, you can hear her when the other ones are quiet. Like it's just a over exaggerated emotion. Like I'm not doubting her emotion, but get what I'm saying here? Immediately when I watched this happen that day, I'm like, what the fuck? Something's really off. Something's really off here. The tears are legitimate. But for some reason, they seem to be more upset than any of the more upset than the other two. Overly upset. And if my readings are correct, then no shit, they probably are freaking the hell out. But it's just a reading. It's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong on everything. But I flat out was getting the reading of sibling problems, or sibling rivalry. I was getting... Right. And clothing can easily cover up it can easily cover it up. But look at the shoes. Right here. Look at the shoes. Shoes are black with white tread. It's just too much. And I'm not trying to be a bitch. I got flat out. I'm not trying to be a bitch here. I'm not trying to be opinionated, but it's body language. Yeah. Right? Yes. Savannah is upset, but she's not doing this. Yeah, they look like Skechers or maybe Vans or something. Probably Skechers. I didn't notice that till today. Because we all know when you look on the black and white CCTV, the image it's reversed, right? And the body shape, uh, the body shape is a match as well. And my hair's standing on end, like it has since day one. I've just kind of been kind of quiet for you guys, like to you guys. As soon as I saw this person, I was like, oh, like immediately. Immediately. And you guys all know I'm usually bang on when it comes to suspects. Contractors. Yes, I do get contractor. Yep. I do. A poser, yeah. Faking it, yeah. So it matches the behind you see in the it looks like possibly track pants that the porch person was wearing. And there is a problem with a knee here. It looks like there's a problem with a knee. Though he has a problem also. But it doesn't have the body fit. Now that I look at the two of them from behind. And big, baggy clothes cover up a lot of stuff, right? Especially if you're female. And you know how to like bind yourself up, right? It is hard. I just can't. I can't fathom.
So yeah, I mean, just so sad to see that, and you could clearly hear. I think it was Annie who was weeping, and you just imagine. I mean, again, Nancy's lived here since the 1970s. This is the house that they grew up in. So
Yeah.
you just imagine what this must be like for them to be back here in the.
Brian Enton, thank you for all your hard work. You're amazing. Those of you, if you're not subscribed to Brian Enton, go and watch his stuff. He's fantastic. Guilty City. Yeah, he's too tall. Yeah. Right? And the note. Oh, the note. The poetry. So we're body language, poetry. And I clearly got their name last week in a reading. I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, I actually got their name. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yes, AE. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump to the next thing I've pulled up here. This one is about the $1 million reward. This is from the Today Show. This was on February 24th. Video credit goes to the Today Show.
Hi there. I'm coming on to say it is day 24 since our mom was
And I just want to reiterate, like after last week, my reading last week, I am fully getting that she possibly knows. She possibly knows, and it's made it 10 times even harder for her to deal with. So yeah. Brian Enton Show. He has a YouTube channel, just his own name, Brian Enton. And he also goes on reports for News Nation.
taken in the dark of night from her bed. And every hour and minute and second and every long night has been agony since then of worrying about her.
This makes me want to cry.
And fearing for her, and aching for her, and most of all, just missing her, just missing her.
February 24th.
We know that millions of you have been praying. So many people have been praying of every faith and no faith at all, praying for her return. And we feel those prayers.
Yeah.
Please keep praying without ceasing. We still
It's got to be tough.
We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home. Hope against hope. As my sister says, we are blowing on the embers of hope. We also know that she may be lost. She may already be gone.
That's the thing. I've never suspected Savannah at all. So many people have been rude and criticized her for her behavior on her show, right? Like on TV. She's on TV, right? She acts chipper, she's laughing and whatnot. Well, she's being professional. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Like, people need to stop criticizing her for that. She's doing her job. Can you even fathom what she's going through? And still trying to work at the same time on TV in front of millions of people? I can't even imagine how difficult that is.
She may have already gone home to the Lord that she loves and is dancing in heaven with her mom and her dad and with her beloved brother Pierce and with our daddy. And if this is what is to be, then we will accept it. But we need to know where she is. We need her to come home. For that reason, we are offering a family reward of up to $1 million for any information that leads us to her recovery. All of the information about this reward and the details is in the caption below.
So she said recovery here. So that matches up with that ransom, right? Where they found out that she was deceased. So here we go.
You can call the 1-800 tip line. You can be anonymous if you want. Someone out there knows something that can bring her home. Somebody knows. And we are begging you to please come forward now. We also know that we are not alone in our loss. We know there are millions of families that have suffered with this kind of uncertainty. And for that reason today, we also are donating $500,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children
That's
for
good.
their work
I always believed that was amazing. That was an amazing donation.
and helping families who are coping with loss and actively looking for those who are lost. We are hoping that the attention that has been given to our mom and our family will extend to all the families like ours who are in need and need prayers and need support. So please, if you hear this message, if you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home so that we can either celebrate a glorious, miraculous homecoming or celebrate the beautiful, brave, and courageous and noble life that she has lived. Please be
That's
the
so
light
tough.
in the dark. Thank you.
Okay. Please be the light in the dark. Hi, Jen. Hi, Jules. No, she didn't take leave from work because of a game show. She took leave from work because she's going through trauma. Nothing to do with a game show. Okay, so a couple more clips to watch here. FBI inspects Nancy Guthrie, Annie Guthrie's place. See, when all this was happening, I wasn't even really paying attention to it. I was sitting doing readings for days.
Of an active search underway. This is happening near.
Again, this is just common sense here. They worked and searched her Annie's place, pretty hard. There's got to be a reason for it.
Annie Guthrie's home outside Tucson. She, of course, is Savannah Guthrie's sister. We do not have control of this camera, but we can tell you from this live feed, we have seen investigators searching the property and what appears to be officers investigating a drainage pipe. Right there, you see FBI agents on scene. Certainly increased activity, but nothing further has been confirmed about what brought investigators to this location. Of course, we will keep you posted throughout the afternoon on this specific situation. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, these are the images we're going to show you, released by FBI Director Kash Patel, showing the individual.
Now I think I understand. Porch guy out there, they're like hunched over looking down. After what we just watched of them going down the driveway, the hunched over looking down, I wonder if that is just the way this person's body language is normally is. I'm not an expert, but that does show signs of like depression, low self-esteem, self-doubting themselves. I don't know. In my opinion, this is all in my opinion. It's a really strong match.
Wearing a full face mask at Nancy Guthrie's front door the morning she was taken. The FBI director said prior to this, the footage was either lost, corrupt, or inaccessible, but finally was recovered. The person.
See the shoes? Shoes are completely reversed. So look at the shoes.
The video appears to be armed with a gun and appears to tamper with the camera at Guthrie's front door. According to NBC, the Guthrie family does not recognize the person in the images, but it should be considered a
Those are
strong
female
lead
eyes.
for investigators.
You can get a lot of information now, not only off of the gloves and the front of the backpack, but also his height, his weight, that he may have had the mustache, the color of his eyes, potentially.
Daughter, the family believes their mother is still alive.
Just right here,
believes their mother
the
is-
looking
saying that
down.
The family believes their mother
Yeah.
has responded to the video saying that the family believes their mother is still alive.
It's also because they don't want to be on camera, but they blew that though as well, right? They blew that. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got this, another one about them investigating Annie's neighborhood. So come on in, everybody. Good to see you all. Please hit the thumbs up button for me as you're sitting here watching this.
Guthrie, and officials here have been looking in backyards, looking in people's yards, in the homes around Annie Guthrie's, and that's continued. We'll show you exactly what we've seen this afternoon. This video is from earlier. These investigative efforts involved FBI officials as well as the Pima County Sheriff's Department. None of the neighbors I spoke with so far wanted to go on camera. However, several spoke off camera. Multiple neighbors say law enforcement asked them if they had cameras and if those devices had seen anything suspicious. Those that live here also say law enforcement was just asking to look around. John Grove, he's a neighbor who lives.
I sure hope the neighbors' cameras have picked stuff up. That's the number one thing we could do is hope and pray that the neighbors have picked up something with their camera. Like that gentleman there standing there and he's showing the officer his phone. It looks like his phone, right? That's the number one thing. We can pray that there's some footage out there. And if there is, they're not going to come out and tell us. You know, they're saying they have no evidence, or well, they were saying they were going on nothing. But law enforcement can say whatever the hell they want. They're not going to tell us anything.
Lives in the area, and he told me that an FBI agent at his door, along with two other officials, declined to confirm that the case that they were in the area for, but they did ask if they could look around in the desert around his home. He was fine with that, and we've heard that from many neighbors. They're welcome to law enforcement searching in the desert around here. Grove told me, here I am a neighbor, and I don't really know what's going on. Sean, that kind of captures a sentiment we've heard from many neighbors here. There's this flood of law enforcement activity, but they're not getting a lot of information themselves. We should add the Pima County Sheriff's Department did give a warning yesterday that there would be increased activity, and I should just say activity around the Guthrie homes, and that was expected to continue into today as that search area expands. Reporting live.
Okay, there we go. Thank you for that. Okay, so there's one thing I want to cover as well. Hi, Nikki Poo. Some stuff has been happening on White Boy Radio's channel. If you've not subscribed to White Boy Radio, please send him a subscribe. I just need to find it here. A lady called into his live stream a couple nights ago now, claiming she knows everything. Claiming she was a witness, claiming she knows where Nancy is, claiming she knows who's done it. Crazy shit. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to go over this. Okay, let me just find it first. Let me... Okay. Okay, so we're going to watch this now. I'm going to share the screen. All of you, please go subscribe to White Boy. Show him some love. This lady called into his live stream. And I swear I've heard this lady on other people's live streams before. And I think I'm not going to say anything, but listen. Excuse me. Listen to her tone. Listen to her voice. You've probably heard her. on other people's live streams. Called in, yeah. So this is crazy. We'll go over this. This might take a little while here.
Let me write that down, Matt.
Thank you.
Okay, let me find it. One second.
On this person on the call, tell a story that's going to be longer than you have. So, hello.
How you doing?
Okay, here we go. Ready? Matt handled this so well. Say with his wife Noelle, they did such a good job handling this situation. Can you imagine? I was sitting there and I could feel his stress. I'm like, I can't even imagine if somebody called into my channel and I had to deal with this.
Hello.
How are you? How you doing? How you doing?
Let me turn my TV down.
Yeah, you have me on in the background.
Yeah, it's too loud.
All right, let me put you on this Bluetooth speaker so people can hear.
Oh, let me turn it down.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, man?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. So listen, if you're worried about like the cops coming to my house, I'm only gonna.
If you recognize this lady's voice, put it in chat. Listen closely. I swear I've heard her call into somebody else's channel once or twice.
Be out there for like 5 minutes, and wifey can sit in the chair while you talk. So don't worry about that. I'll keep the live stream going. If I have to step outside or something, it's not a big deal. But
I can barely hear you.
give me. I'm trying to fix that for you right now. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
Okay, so what's the deal? What's going on?
Well, I know all about the Nancy Guthrie case and what happened to her.
Okay, you know about it and what happened to her. Now, just forgive me. Just forgive me for saying, an obvious statement. You can see why that might be doubtful to some people in the chat, right?
Oh, absolutely. Your chat is actually being really nice to me. I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, they want to hear what you have to say. Nobody knows what. You're about to tell us right now.
Right.
So, I mean,
right.
what do you know about it?
Well, I know that there's 4 people involved, and this was about me, but not about Savannah.
We need to just remove this mute button from me. Like, I need to just. I'm sorry. I'm so bad for that. Okay, Jacqueline, I'm sorry for your loss, honey. Okay, so listen to this lady's voice. If you think you've heard her before on somebody else's live stream, please put it in the chat.
Okay. It wasn't about Savannah, is that what you said?
People keep saying she's in the lakes and the rivers and the ocean. She's not even in Mexico. She's not in that grave. She's in a place you'd never, ever suspect.
How do you know this, though? Is this like your conspiracy?
I know about it. And if you give me an email, I can tell you a lot more. I just can't say it on here. But there was a lady who took Nancy out of the house in a gray SUV. It was parked on the left-hand side. That's how it started.
Okay, you could email. It's easy, right? It's whiteboylockdownradio@yahoo.
Let me write that down, Matt.
I'm gonna put it on the screen for you.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm going to say it. You know where I believe I've heard her? I believe I've heard her call into JLR. And I believe I could be wrong, but I think this is lady that called into JLR and was telling a story that she was repeating a psychic's reading, basically, to JLR, and was talking to JLR about this psychic's reading as if it was facts. Like, this lady was adamant, this is where Nancy is. This is like firm facts. when in fact she was just repeating somebody's fucking readings. And I'm a psychic, okay? I'll tell all of you 1,000 times, don't ever, ever take anything I say as fucking facts. Like, never, ever, ever. And this lady, I remember I typed in JLR's chat. I was so pissed off when I was listening to that. I'm like, come on, lady. Like, be real. I think this is the same lady.
Good. Second.
And Nancy is deceased.
How do you know these people?
Like I said, I can tell you in an email. If you can put it up for me, I'll write it down.
Okay, I'm working on that right now.
You know, somebody in the chat said to call, you know, an FBI in my town. Maybe they're right. Because I tried calling them. No, they don't want to listen. I even had my friends try to call and say, hey, this lady knows. They don't want to listen.
So I put my email on the screen.
Okay, I'll let it pop up and then I'll write it down.
Okay. So you can't say it on live, but you can write it?
No. I'm just going to wait for your email on screen.
Oh, it's easy. It's just white boy lockdown radio at Yahoo.
White boy lockdown radio at Yahoo.
People want to know, are you a psychic?
No.
I swear.
No, I am not.
If I'm correct, she's not a psychic. She's repeating a psychic's reading. I'm almost positive. Yeah, her nickname was Hertz. And yeah, if you actually pay attention to White Boy's chat at the time, for some reason, I think she tried changing her nickname halfway through the screen, or like through the stream. And all of a sudden, her nickname changed from Hertz to a name. Like, it does that. If you try changing your nickname halfway through a live chat and you're typing away and stuff, it doesn't work very well.
It started. The lady took her out of there, and the lady put
who's the lady?
Nancy in that gray SUV that was parked on the left-hand side of Nancy's house, and it was nighttime too.
Okay, so who's the lady though?
Well, like I said, I can tell you in an email.
Okay, so I guess I guess I'm gonna wait for your email then.
I mean,
that's actually why I like Matt Noel. I really do like his channel because he's, in a way, he's kind of like me. He doesn't put up with anybody's shit. So yeah, hi Steph, hi babe. Yeah, and in the end, it turns out this lady was. He believes this lady was totally scamming him, and I hope to God that this lady learns her lesson and gets some charges pressed. Like, I hope the FBI charges this lady.
I'm sorry?
No, she was talking to me.
Oh no, I look like a crazy person.
Did you hear, before you email, like, can I ask, did you hear or see any of this that you're saying?
Yes, I did.
So
yes, I did.
You witnessed it. And you're a local there?
Not in Tucson, no. I was visiting Tucson.
So is it like a fear of like somebody doing something to you or harming you if it gets out, or why?
So remember what she says here. She says she's witnessed it. Okay. And she talked about a gray van or SUV on the left-hand side of the property. And yeah.
No. It's not that. It's just that, like I said, I tried calling the FBI several times, and my friend called. But they just do nothing but hang up on you.
Do you know Nancy?
I don't think they want to find her.
Do you know any of the family?
Do I what?
Do you know any of the family?
Any of their family? The Guthries? No.
Why the woman with the van? Why would she take Nancy? How?
Well, she took Nancy because the staff and Annie is involved. Those are the ones that are calling the shots. Because Annie was giving and getting calls from these people and did not report it to the FBI.
See, this part, though, made my hair stand on end because it matches my reading last week. And I haven't told any of you any of it until just now.
The people that took her.
Right. There was 4 of them. There was a white guy, about 5'8", 5'10". There was a black guy between 5'9" and 6 foot. And then there was a lady. She was between 5'7" and 5'10", blonde hair. And she had kinks in her hair. She was real thin. She's the one that took her out the front door of Nancy Guthrie's house. She took her out. And you know that blood? That happened on the inside. The one that took her out the front door. 5'7" and 5'10", blonde hair. And then there was a lady. She was between 5'7" and 5'10", blonde hair. And she had kinks in her hair. She was real thin.
She had what?
And she had kinks in her hair. She was real thin. And she had kinks in her hair. She was real thin.
She had kinks in her hair. She was real thin. Kinks in her hair.
She's the one that took her out the front door of Nancy Guthrie's house. She took her out. And you know that blood? That happened on the inside of the house, by the front door, because she backhanded Nancy. And Nancy had blood coming out of her nose.
Hurts. You keep talking, right? I'm going to have my wife sit over here.
Okay.
But email me. I got to go. I don't know how long you've been watching the stream. I got to go talk to the cops for this
Right,
personal stuff.
yeah.
I'll be right back, okay?
Yep.
Babe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm coming.
read the chat.
Cool.
I'll be back, guys.
So they dealt
I
with
don't
this
know.
very
I'm reading your chat now.
very
I don't
well.
know who to match.
Since I was clearly not here, I don't know what I missed. Can we do a quick catch up?
Okay. A quick catch up would be a white lady took Nancy Guthrie from the house at night in a gray SUV. She is the one who injured Nancy. And this map that Annie had, that's not right. She did that to throw the FBI off because, like I said on here before, I'm getting confused. Oh my God.
You're okay.
This lady, I'm telling you, if this lady, it turns out like, hopefully the FBI does something about this because this is ridiculous. This is off the charts ridiculous. If she is fully full of shit, this woman needs serious mental help. Serious mental help. Like, if anybody's out there watching, do not do this type of shit in people's cases. You're affecting someone's real life case. Like, this is way past anything to do with YouTube. Don't do this. There's scammers and fakers and stuff all over the internet. Stop it.
Because I look on my screen, I keep seeing that.
Yeah, no, I don't look like him.
No, I don't know what you look like really, so.
It's okay.
But anyway, yeah.
No, I don't want
really
you to be
great,
nervous
yeah.
or anything. I wasn't listening to the whole, to everything.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay, so my squirrel likes this bathroom. It's Timber's. It is very comfortable.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just a mess. Sorry, I do apologize. Anyway.
Noelle, if you're watching this, don't ever apologize. You're a beautiful girl. You could be ratty as hell and you're still beautiful. It doesn't matter. Be proud of yourself.
No, you're fine, Noelle. You're fine.
Is this person then, I guess, somebody that she is comfortable with, Miss Nancy?
Actually, Nancy knew these people.
Okay, that's a match.
And the staff and Annie is involved. They're calling the shots.
That's a match.
Here's what happened. Annie said to these people, Savannah will pay. But then Savannah didn't believe it. And Savannah didn't pay. So they, how do we say this ever so gently? They unalived her.
Do we believe that?
Okay, there's a trigger warning here. Trigger warning to all of you watching. This lady gets a little bit into graphic detail in a few minutes here, so just be careful. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you, honey.
happened quickly or over time? Or?
No, actually, Nancy passed away on February 13th.
Okay, so the information
So like I
as far
said,
as
I was
dates and
telling
birthday
Matt,
will be
there's
a
four of them
private
involved.
conversation. Then I'm assuming
I'm sorry?
the information as far as like dates and the more intimate type details like that. I'm assuming are going to be a private conversation, like off the.
Yeah, like I told, is Annie's husband involved as well? No, Tomas is not involved. I'm trying to listen to you and follow the chat here.
Welcome to being a YouTube creator.
And like I first started out telling, your husband that Tomas is not involved. I'm trying to listen to you and follow the chat here.
Welcome to being a YouTube creator.
And like I first started out telling, your husband that.
Tell me in the chat what you think of this. Do you get what? Tell me in the chat what you feel about this, dude. And if the lady is legitimately scamming, what should the consequences be?
The lady pulled her out of there. They were fighting inside that house. That's where the blood came from her nose and her busted lip. And she put her in this gray SUV and took off. And when they did back out, see, I know SUVs, but I don't know if it's a Toshiba or a Ford or whatever. But when she opened that door, the front door to actually push Nancy in there, I noticed it was an SUV, a dark gray one. And when they backed out.
Okay, so what she's saying right here, she's actually describing the lady taking Nancy out of the vehicle, out of the house, and putting her in the vehicle. And she's talking about it like she just watched it happen. Pay attention to that.
Out, she went to the left.
Okay.
So she's saying when they backed out of Nancy's driveway, they went to the left, which would again match my readings. I'm getting like if you're facing Nancy's street from her front door, I'm getting they went to the right. So that backing reverse went left. That would match. I don't know. This is also another prime reason of why I don't really, when I do readings now on these cases, I don't tell you everything. I really don't, because, oh my God, over the years, I have found so many people that have taken chunks of my readings and then spread it all over the internet as if they're facts.
What was the blonde lady wearing? She had on a dark black hat, dark sleeve shirt, and black pants. And I can tell you what Nancy was wearing that night she was kidnapped. She was wearing a navy short sleeve, looked like a pajamas with dark navy pajama bottoms.
Do you even have any idea around about what time this may have taken place? Was it like?
Okay, and any of my web sleuths out there, if you're watching, can any of you please find me that, I guess it would be the live stream of this lady that called into JLRs and was describing this psychic's reading as if it was facts. If any of you have any idea what I'm talking about here, it was a live stream. I'm guessing it was done in February. A lady called into JLRs and was adamant she knew where Nancy was and all this bullshit. And it turns out she was repeating another psychic's reading. Anyone can please find that for me and email it to me. And I want to know who the psychic is that the reading is from. Please.
Well, that I don't know, but it was dark out. So, that I don't know. But another thing I want to tell you is, like I said, Annie made up that map. Annie is involved here. Annie is involved.
Annie.
Because I have to say, that map didn't make sense either. Like, that map Annie made doesn't make sense at all. Unless she was putting stuff on the map that was like Nancy's route that she would always, or the store she'd go to, or the hair salon she'd go to, that type of thing, right? I do know the psychic's name. Okay, can you message it to me, please? Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
So and then what they did was they took her to a trailer. This was not a trailer park. They took her to a trailer. That was for several days.
See, this matches my readings too. That's a match.
So were they intending on hurting her, do you believe? I don't
No, because the money was supposed to come through from Savannah.
Okay.
So they were not going to harm her. They were actually treating her like black.
Really? So they were being, I guess, as gentle as possible or whatever.
Yes, because of her age. Yes.
How many times have I said that? So again, that's a fucking match. This lady, I'm telling you, if I find out this lady's been like taking all of our psychic readings from and has created this bullshit story, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I need to find out. Yeah, so if I know who the psychic is, I could be totally wrong. Okay, this could be somebody else, but to me, this voice is familiar.
And she did, let us say, she did pass on February 13th. I can tell you how she passed, but I don't know if it's allowed on YouTube to say that. I don't know what's allowed on YouTube and what's not allowed.
Okay, so just curious. Okay, so she was being taken care of and whatnot for a number of days. Do we have like I don't know the exact day, time that she went missing and all that stuff.
It was February 1st she went missing.
So they had her for quite a while before.
They had almost 2 weeks, correct?
Before they okay, so did she pass on her own or
no? She did absolutely not pass on her own.
Was
trigger warning?
Medication? I know everybody said that it was reported she did not, but if they were treating her well, would they have also been sure to give her her medicine?
No. And like I said, I mean, I would love to tell you how she was murdered, but I don't know what I can say on YouTube, and I don't know what I can't say on YouTube.
I mean, you can say anything you want to. However, if you'd like to speak privately, Matt says emailing, but if you want to call and talk,
I mean, if I say it online right now, I mean, I'm not going to be like blocked or
no one's going to block you. No one's going to block you.
Oh my God, she's worried about being blocked, people. That's where I'm like, what is wrong with people these days? Like, she's worried about being blocked on YouTube when she's telling graphic detail about how a 84-year-old woman has died. Come on. Seriously. So messed up.
That's going to happen. Where everybody
they stabbed her in the chest.
I'm sorry?
They stabbed her in the chest.
You can say that.
So that definitely wasn't, doesn't sound like somebody that was being gentle with her and trying to take care of her.
No. In the beginning, they were gentle with her because they knew that they were going to try to get that ransom money. But then once they found out that Savannah wasn't going to give that money up.
I received a voicemail that was threatening me and my family. The voicemail was sent from a number, blah, blah, blah. I looked the number up, and it is a business phone number for James Island Signs. I do wish for charge on this person as a
is that Matt talking?
Yes, he's reading what he's writing. He wants
contact creator that streams YouTube, and this is where he mentioned me from the email.
Matt had to call the sheriff's department. He got like legitimate threats yesterday.
So that's it. That's good, right? On body cam.
All right. So where were we?
I said I was very glad Matt called the police. He needed to.
Yeah.
Some of these people are like, you don't know what people are going to do. They're just.
Okay, so.
And I'm looking at the chat. It said, who's porch guy? That I don't know. I don't know who porch guy is.
I was just gonna highlight that. I wasn't sure if.
Okay, yes.
In the chat. So.
Yes.
Now from what we have all heard is then the law enforcement has cleared the entire family, correct?
The FBI has not cleared the Guthrie family yet, but the Manos did.
Okay. And you said that a bunch of people have
reported. Who stabbed her? The white lady stabbed her. There's a 5-inch blade, gray handle, and she stabbed her in the chest.
Do you know this person?
Fuck?
Well, like I said, I will give that information in an email.
What the hell? Yeah, she actually gave detail about a weapon?
And she stabbed her in the chest.
Do you know this person?
Sure.
Okay. And you said
Oh,
that
and
a bunch of
this
people
case,
have
who
reported this.
stabbed her? The white lady stabbed her. There's a 5-inch blade, gray handle, and she stabbed her in the chest.
Do you know this person?
Like I said, I will.
See, that doesn't match my readings. I'm not going to. I don't think I've ever told you how I believe Nancy passed. Yeah, isn't that just crazy? Sometimes, you know, when you're on these YouTube streets, I can't believe the shit I'm hearing, and I'm a creator.
Give that information to Matt in an email.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't. I
But,
don't even know if I was in here for that part. Okay, so I'm just
There was something else I was
wondering.
going to tell you. I completely forgot.
And Noella, again, my hat's off to you, hon. Like, you didn't even bat an eye. I don't think I could have. I would have, like, probably. Yeah, I don't think I could have kept my cool during this.
Right. Well, I just didn't know if that was something that you guys what was said when I was gone or whatever, and I didn't know if you were comfortable saying if you knew any of them, or do you know the
Yeah,
family
I
at
didn't
all?
talk to Matt very long because, you know, the police are out there and stuff. So I'm just going to wait till some of the police and then call, but yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Even if
Right.
I hope so.
90% of the time, if whenever you call, you're going to be talking to me anyway. So okay. Do you know the Guthrie family by chance?
No, I do not. I don't know any of them. But I can tell you one thing, Tomas is not involved.
How long have you heard, suspected, or known any of this information?
Since February 20th.
Okay. And
And
so
no,
when you were
I know I'm not involved. No.
I was not going to ask that, but good to know. Good to know. When this information was brought to your attention, would you mind just like, how did you react? Like, what were you thinking or saying, or like, you know, just I've never had anybody tell me this happened and blah blah blah. I'm not sure what I would say. So how did you react?
I was shocked.
Excellent questions, Noelle. On the fly. Good job.
I was shocked at first, but then I thought, well, you know, money's involved here, you know, and like I said, Annie was on the phone with these kidnappers, but she never told the FBI that.
All right, I'm way behind.
And you said you did call and make reports on this, and so did people
Yes,
that
I
you
did.
know. And
Yes, I did.
Law enforcement just kind of brushed you guys off?
Yeah, well, I did try calling twice, and then a friend of mine said, you've got to tell them what you know.
All right, hold
They're
on.
like, then I called them again, and then they don't want to hear about it. I actually called, what is it, Puma County Sheriff's Department, and that lady yelled at me. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, goodbye.
So Hertz, let me
You know, I'm not on crack. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything like that.
Do we know where Nancy's location would be?
Yes.
So did instead of calling
Yes.
in, did you ever consider?
Oh my God. Wow.
Going in would be?
I don't do drugs. I don't do anything like that.
Do we know where Nancy's location would be?
Yes.
So did
Yes.
instead of calling in, did you ever consider maybe going in to tell them and file an in-person report, and maybe even possibly say, look, if you don't believe me, can we look at this area? This is where I was told that she would be found. I don't want to. I want to make sure.
You know, what I think somebody in the chat room did say, you know, I said, because I did try calling the FBI a couple times, and then, you know, Sheriff Mano's department, and they don't want to listen. But then somebody said in your chat room, like, maybe call them in my hometown, which I think I'm going to do.
I mean, if you were to call, or even if you called and said, this is where you're going to find Ms. Nancy, they have to look. They can't just say, screw you, lady, you're crazy. They have to go. And if they found her there, then.
And I'm going to burst. I'm a psychic, okay? Any psychic's bubble, I'm sorry, I'm going to burst your bubbles out there right now. If you think you're going to get a reward for finding a missing person, I'm sorry, you're not going to get a reward. It's not going to happen. Okay? So if you're out there and you're trying to find a missing person, you should be doing it for free. For nothing. You shouldn't be wanting to do it because of a reward. And you will not get the reward, no matter what.
It would prove that there would be a lot of factual information that they need to now have a real conversation with you.
Time out. I'm back. I just came back in. So let me ask you this, right?
Wait a minute. This lady in the chat says, where is Nancy after? Okay. Well, the first time, this gray SUV took a long road trip to California.
So you don't have to email me nothing. I think that
I
you're,
told her that she can call too.
I think that she's on the phone. I think that you're
I mean,
afraid
off
of
of this,
I think that you're afraid,
privately.
you're being afraid for me, like you're going to say something that's going to hurt my channel or something.
You're not.
Is that what?
Oh, no. I just, like I was telling you, like, I don't know what I can say on YouTube and I don't know what I can't say. I don't know how YouTube works. You know?
You can pretty much say whatever you want. The only thing that's going to happen is I'm not going to get.
So as soon as she said they went to California, that's when she totally lost me. I was like, okay, this full shit. Like it does not match anything I've read. Like, nope. California, no. Mexico, no.
Like monetize or something like that. I don't even care about that because this is important information. Now, so I missed out a lot on the stuff. But when I came in, I heard you say that you called the FBI and said this.
Yes.
It's hard for me to
yes,
believe.
I did.
Why wouldn't
am I worried for my safety? Somebody just said, "Are you worried for your safety or no?" Yeah. I think if I don't give my name, because you can do anonymous, I think it should be okay.
But why would
you have to make sure that you file, if you do a written report, that you do want it to be anonymous, that you want to protect your privacy.
So why you called them with all this information and they didn't listen to you?
Well, what I did, Matt, was I called the FBI first, and it was a guy, and he was talking to another guy, and he's like, "What do you know?" I said, "Well, there's this lady. The white lady took her out, put her in a gray SUV." And he's like, "Okay, thank you." He hung up on me. So then the next day, I called back. I called on February 20th. On the 19th, I called the first time. February 20th, I called the second time. And then this lady got on the phone, and I started saying, I was telling him about Nancy and, who took her and stuff like that. She hung up on me. I'm like, my God. So then that's when my friend said, call Pima County Sheriff's Department. And the lady, I don't know, she was having a bad day or something. She started screaming, "You got to call the FBI." I said, "I tried. They're not listening."
Okay, let me ask you this. Can you see the comment on the screen?
Which one?
It says, let her start from the beginning and just tell us everything without interruptions. I think that's a good comment because I was outside. I was in and out. You were talking to Noelle. So just like, so let's just keep everybody up to speed. If you don't mind, could you?
Chat is not moving. I see my chat is so totally quiet. You guys are all listening, eh? Or I'm lagging. Again, my hat's off to both of them. They handled this situation very well.
Could you just tell us the whole thing and don't answer?
Yeah, that's why
I'm not going to ask you no questions.
Wait till you're done with the police to call, and I'm glad you did call, Matt. That's good.
I'm not going to ask you any questions, but don't read the chat either. So just
no, I won't. I'm here.
Take it from the top.
Okay, let's take it from the top. Okay, so first off, I don't watch a lot of TV. I work 10 hours a day. Brian Enton I woke up to this, and I'm like, Brian Enton did a video.
See the right here. She called into JLR's live with this story. You're right. She's one. She said she had a dream. It was a dream. Come on, people.
I woke up to this, and I'm like, Brian Enton did a video.
She called Patriot Pride too. Okay.
It was called Jared and Heather Bernhardt. It was day 33. Now, the lady who took Nancy, she looked identical to this lady. I'm not saying she did it, but she looked exactly like her.
Okay, but what? But what happened? So when I walked out, you were saying that something about Annie, FBI, Annie's responsible, something about with money. So what happened?
Thank you, Joyce.
All I know is there's a gray car and there was 4 guys. One was 5'10". That's all I heard.
Okay. It was the white lady took Nancy out of the house. She's the one who hit her in the face. She took her out of Nancy's house. She put her in that gray SUV. And how I know it's an SUV is because when she opened that door, I seen it. Now, once she got her in there, they took off and took her left out of there. And that map.
So
I don't.
Again, remember that she's talking about as if she seen it happen.
Well, she did that to the FBI or not? That was to throw the FBI off because Annie's getting calls from these people who kidnapped her, and she's calling them. Only she's not telling the FBI this. But like I was telling your wife, she was a white woman, and she's probably between 5'8" and 5'10". And she took like I said, she took her out of there.
Right.
And then they had her in a trailer in California. And it was not at a trailer park. It was in a trailer, like one of those 60s, 70s trailers, really old.
But did you see anything? Did you witness anything from Nancy's house? Did you literally witness this?
Like I said, I was visiting Tucson when I was down when that happened. And like I said, the rest, I can either email you if you want.
You don't have to email.
We
Just
can,
say it.
we can just talk. No, she wants to do it privately, but we can call and talk over the phone off of the internet. Is what I'm saying. That's what we're emailing. There's like a million questions back and forth. It's easier to
All right. Have you called other streamers and said and into the show and said this? Because a lot of comments are recognizing your voice. It looks like.
Actually, I emailed Dolly and I told him that I know where she was at, and he wanted to get me on it. Dolly was the only one I talked to. But this was a while back because I've known all this since February 20th of this year. And there's stuff I told your wife that you probably don't know. And no, I have not called in a lot of streamers either. No, I have not. That is not true.
So if
okay, here's what we're going to do. I told you, and I told your wife the majority of it. And when this story comes out, you're going to say, "Gee, this lady was right."
It's not. Listen, it's a lot of information to take in, and people have questions.
It is.
So I missed a lot of it. But what I'm saying is like, so someone has a good question. If you saw her being abducted, were you a guest of a?
That's an interesting statement there. This lady was right. It's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's about fact. That's an interesting comment right there to me. That made me go, Oh, I missed you. Sorry, Cougar. She conveniently left out the fact that it's a dream. Yeah. Yep. Is this Sue Ellen's friend? Yeah, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? No idea. Well, that just thought of this wouldn't be Sue Ellen, would it? Anybody know Sue Ellen's voice? I highly doubt it. Sue Ellen. Oh, God, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I feel bad for Sue Ellen. I feel bad for her. She's been harassed and bullied, and yeah.
Neighbor, I know you said you were visiting, but like,
she found out after the fact is what she told us.
I don't understand that. You can't find. Did you
somehow, some way? So the news ended up in her presence.
I got it. I got the news. I got it.
After Nancy was already passed away.
Yeah, but you either see something or you don't.
And like I told you,
Matt's cluing in here. He's like, okay, this isn't matching up here.
They had her in California.
So
they drove to California with her.
Did you witness? But did you witness this, Hertz? Did you see this happen? Did you?
I know all about what's going on. I know all about what's going on.
Okay, but did you witness it? Did you see it? How do you know?
I'm sorry. Say that again, Matt. You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
See, she starts doing this. I've seen this in so many cases where the suspects and stuff talking or whatever. Well, let's pretend I don't hear. They don't answer the question, and they pretend they're having, cell phone problems or whatever, anything to avoid the question.
No, this is not third-party hearsay.
How do you know?
I just know this stuff. I know this stuff.
So you witnessed it then? You saw it?
Yes.
Holy fuck!
Like I said,
where were you when you saw it?
I'm gonna have to take you in a different room because you keep getting real static.
You saw it.
See?
You witnessed it.
No, this is not third-party hearsay.
How do you know?
I just know this stuff. I know this stuff.
So you witnessed it then? You saw it?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know anything about legal stuff and law and shit. Wouldn't that statement right there get her in serious trouble? Wouldn't this get her some jail time if she's lying? Like, she seriously, if she's lying, I'm right? She could get serious jail time for this?
So, like I said,
where were you when you saw it?
I'm gonna have to take you in a different room because you keep getting real staticky here.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, I'm breaking up now.
No, you're fine now.
So
I take my phone to a certain part of my house, it gets kind of crackly.
Where were you when you saw this stuff? Where were you? Like if you were visiting Arizona, like you don't have to say like where you're staying at, but like
right.
Where were you? So were you able to eyewitness something go down?
Yes, I did. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm having very good luck in here. People are calling me crazy and everything, and it's like, my God.
I believe you. Listen, this is what I do, right?
It's less about the chat, what they're thinking. I think everybody's just very confused, and we're all trying to understand and figure it out as we go. More about just focus on talking to us, like you're just having a conversation, let everybody hear you so that they can have a chance to soak it all in, and then you're not going to be confused and sidetracked with them, and it won't make you nervous, or it won't make anything,
Oh, I'm not nervous.
Lose your track of thought.
I want to get this out there.
Yeah, just really just talk.
Okay,
like
yeah.
You know us,
So
like you're comfortable.
So yeah, just like you said that you saw a lady take her, correct?
Yes, I did. She was, like I said, between 5'7" and 5'10". I would say 5'8" and 5'10", blonde hair, thin. She walked out of the house with a black hat, all black on, and I can tell you what Nancy was wearing. She had a pajamas, navy blue, short sleeve shirt, and her navy blue pajama bottom. I don't know if she had shoes on or not. I don't know.
And you witnessed this from somewhere that you were visiting, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You're unable to say where that is?
Bingo.
I don't want to say where that is.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. But okay, so did you get it?
Yes.
Was it hearing this like noises and you happen to walk outside, or smoking a cigarette, walking a dog?
And I'll guarantee you, if she had actually called the FBI and spoke to them and stuff, they would have told her to be quiet. They would have told her to be quiet.
Just taking a walk on your own? Like, how did you happen to be outside?
Yeah, we just happened to witness a lot of stuff.
And you're, just to be clear, you're not a psychic or a medium?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
And you said you only reach out to Dolly.
Getting irritated, yeah.
Yeah, I only reached out to Dolly because he texted me, or not texted me, he emailed me.
Okay.
And asked me to come on his, what is that called, podcast or whatever, and tell what happened to her.
Okay.
So like I said, once they took her from there, they took her to a trailer in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she did not have her meds. I told your wife how she passed.
How was that?
Trigger.
They stabbed her in the chest.
How do we know? How do we know that?
Well, because they were keeping her around for the money, and like I said, Annie is so involved. Annie knew. Well, she was telling me Annie will pay the money for the ransom. But then when Savannah didn't want to pay it, they knew they had to get rid of her. But Nancy knew a couple of these people.
What do you, when you say the money, like, so you're saying this was all
The
for ransom?
ransom.
Okay.
The ransom money.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the ransom money, but since Savannah wasn't going to pay it, they murdered her.
I got an idea.
Most likely, yeah.
Only if you're comfortable, right?
Huh?
Only if you're comfortable, right? What if, like, what if?
Thank you to those out there trying to find these streams. Please email them to me when you find them. I need to listen to these. They would go to her house and pick her up, and she'd be in big. Yeah. I hope they actually do so. Like, if this lady is fake and this is a bunch of bullshit, I really hope authorities go and arrest this lady and make a fucking example of her.
If I was to reach out to the tip line and try to get things to be more smoother.
Would you please, Matt? Because they don't want to listen to me. They won't even listen to my friend. And like I was telling your wife, she's not in the river. She's not in the ocean. She's not in Mexico. She's not in those graves. This is a place that nobody would ever think about putting somebody.
Okay.
And if you can reach out, I would be
Yeah,
so
that's
grateful
so
to
funny.
you.
All right, let's do it now.
Do it.
All right,
Right?
let me just see if one of the, if
Yes,
somebody will
David.
give me if somebody would be so,
Yes.
so kind to drop the
If
tip
someone
line
can
number
drop the number in chat, I will dial it on my phone.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to end it there because he spends the next hour on hold with the FBI, waiting for them to answer the phone. Okay, so he's on hold with them for fucking ages. So we're going to skip ahead.
Woman.
You going woman? I think we're gonna get a guy. I'm going one.
Matt, I'm getting ready to send you a picture of this Hallowell.
Missiles and drones, and Israel has a right to self-defense.
Have pictures, information.
Okay, so
I need to give you my phone number.
It's not being recorded on the internet.
I don't mind that you took. I don't mind.
okay, so she's at that point. She's on the phone with the FBI. So, and then the FBI agent tells he was on hold for an hour. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? What is wrong with the system? Anyways, long story short, the FBI told Matt to end the live stream, that he didn't consent to have his voice recorded. Okay. So then we jump to the next day. Matt does a follow-up on it. And okay, and so this was yesterday. So we're going to quickly go over the follow-up of it. So this lady, I tell you, too many crank calls. Yep. Everything's wrong with the system. It's crazy up here too in Canada. Everything is. It's funny, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here watching the news every day with my husband, and I'm sitting here looking at him, and I'm flat out going, "Am I getting fucking old? Like, am I getting old here? Like, I never thought in my life I would actually say that. Am I getting old? Like, things are just screwed up all around, all over the planet. Like, it's just terrible. Terrible. Okay, so we're going to watch a bit of the second, his update from the next day now. I've got it shared. Yep. Any questions? This was 23 hours ago, it says. His update was a day ago. So she called in. The first call was 2 days ago.
I'll get it to you. I promise you. I promise you, we'll get it to you. I'm just not going to be stupid and put it out there and leave my post on my community wall if you didn't see. Well, let me even rewind before that. There was many people like reverse imaging search and stuff and all this, but guys, like here's just where it's at. Here's just where I'm at, right? If we're doing a live and we're having a conspiracy live about Nancy Guthrie, and somebody calls and they say that they didn't have luck with the FBI, let's just call. Now, I've never called the FBI. I didn't know they'd put us on hold that long. But for me, it's just like, let's experience this together, right? And let me see if something can be done, right? What's the harm, right? And so God damn it, this phone, shut up.
Yeah, the ding dong in his put your phone away or tell people to stop texting you while you're live.
So how do you turn this all the way down? So that's what I attempted to do, guys. A couple morons today say, "Oh, white boy planned it." Retards. There are people telling me like that image was shenanigans with the trailer. And if you didn't see the post that I made in her email, it's ChatGPT. Now,
yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go back and show you that quick. Okay, so here is his community wall. This is, where is it? This is the picture of the trailer the lady sent him. Fucking ChatGPT at the top of it. And Matt knew this before he'd finished talking to the lady. So say halfway through, he knew this. Somebody had sent it to him. And here's the trailer. So that's the trailer she says that Nancy was being held in. But when you go back and look at the header of it, she fucking made it on ChatGPT. Absolute scammer. So the thing is that we're not going to finish watching the review it of all, because I'll just tell you. The thing of it, what happened is she was talking to the FBI agent, and the FBI agent was asking her specific information, right? He wanted to know, okay, well, where is she and all that? And in the end, the agent hung up on her. I think Matt said like after 15 minutes or so, the agent got irritated with her and was basically calling her out on her bullshit and hung up on her. And that was the end of it. It's ridiculous. Why are these? I just don't understand. So I don't get it. Ridiculous. She wouldn't answer the agent's question. She wanted to actually go to an FBI office and meet with them in person, one-on-one. And the agent was like, no, just do it. Give it to me now on the phone. And she wouldn't do it. And so he was like, whatever, and hung up on her. It's crazy. It's crazy. So please don't believe everything you're hearing out there on YouTube, everyone. Like, and I'm a psychic, okay? And I'm telling you, don't believe everything you're hearing on YouTube. There's also a lot of fake. This is for my viewers watching. There's a lot of fake channels out there that all of their content is fake. Okay, it's all AI generated fake. And I get emails all the time from subscribers believing what they're watching. And I have to email them back, go, no, sorry, that YouTube channel is false. It's fake. And YouTube still is allowing it for some reason. I don't know why they're still allowing it. But like I know even on my feed today, I came across 3 of them. They were completely fake channels. So please just be careful with what you're watching and believing. Do a little bit of due diligence before, okay? Yeah, good. I'm glad you report the fake eye. Yeah, if you find, report them, please, everybody. The YouTube system should have their technology where it just nails them right away, shuts them down. And Facebook allows it too. It's crazy. Do I believe there will be arrest soon? I do. I do believe law enforcement is on it, and my readings are telling me they already know. They know who it is. They're just doing whatever they're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Could be. You could be right, Diana. You could be right. All right. So we're going to end it there. I wanted to cover this stuff up. Cover this stuff. And yeah. Do a little catch up on everything that's been happening in Nancy Guthrie case. So that's all that's all really. Ransom note stuff. Confirmation that she's passed. That's about it. They haven't found her yet. Oh, DS, thank you so much for gifting a membership. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, hon. Whoever received the membership, please thank DS for that. You're a sweetheart. And yes, please hit the thumbs up before you leave. I'm going to go. I can smell my dinner is ready. Charmin got it. Oh, did you get it, Charmin? Who got the membership? For some reason, it's not showing me. You're very welcome. So those of you sleuths out there and you'd like to do this type of thing, please try and find the live streams that this lady's called into. I'd love to see. Oh, Doodlebug, happy birthday. Yay, happy birthday, Doodle. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doodle. Happy birthday to you. And let them, you're very welcome, honey. I'm so glad you found your ring. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Okay, thank you so much. All right, peeps. Ugh. I love you all. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your neighbor. Yeah. But what cover up do you? I don't use any, Tammy. I don't use any cover up. I can't. If I use cover up, it makes my wrinkles 10 times worse. So no cover up. I just use my face oil that I sell. I use my face oil. I just put some mascara, eyeliner, and eyeshadow on, eyebrows, and that's it. I hate foundation, actually. I can't stand the feel of it. Okay. Love you all. Have a good night. Ciao. Bye.